In a distant land where the sun rose over rolling hills and ancient forests, a story of longing and hope began to unfold. There, a powerful king ruled over vast armies and endless riches, his word shaping the fate of his people and the destiny of his realm. Yet, despite his might and the splendor that surrounded him, the king's heart was restless, searching for something he could not name. He was tossed between moments of joy and waves of despair, never able to find the lasting peace he so desperately craved. The weight of his crown brought him anxiety in victory and sorrow in defeat, reminding him that power alone could not soothe his soul. He longed for inner calm, a steady heart, unshaken by fortune's tides, a peace that would not fade with changing seasons. The king realized that true power meant mastering his emotions, not just his kingdom, and finding harmony within himself. Determined to change, he set out to find wisdom that could anchor him through life's storms, leaving behind comfort for the unknown. He sought a way to remain grateful in good times and resilient in bad, hoping to inspire his people by example. The king knew his moods shaped the entire realm, and that his inner peace would ripple out to touch every life in his kingdom. To be a truly great leader, he needed unwavering calm, a strength that came from within, not from gold or armies. So he began a quest, not for gold, but for the secret to lasting peace. Determined to find answers beyond the palace walls, he would seek out the wisest minds in his land, hoping their knowledge could guide him toward the tranquility he yearned for. And so, with hope in his heart and courage in his step, his journey for wisdom had truly begun. In a time of great uncertainty, the king summoned the wisest scholars, poets, and thinkers from across the land to his magnificent court, seeking their guidance. He posed a heartfelt request. He wanted a simple solution, a phrase or reminder that could steady his heart in both moments of deep sorrow and times of great joy. The wise men eagerly offered their most treasured books, elaborate rituals, and beautifully crafted poems, each hoping to provide the answer the king sought. Yet every answer was too complex, too long-winded for the king to recall in moments of crisis or celebration. Disappointed, the king explained he needed something practical and immediate, something he could remember and use at any time without hesitation. The court fell silent, the wise men stumped and lost in thought, unable to offer a solution that met the king's needs. Then, from the back of the hall, a humble old servant quietly stepped forward, surprising everyone with his courage. He spoke softly, claiming he could help the king, needing no scrolls, riches, or elaborate ceremonies, just a few days to prepare his answer. The king, sensing the old man's quiet confidence and sincerity, agreed to give him the time he requested. The court watched in astonishment as the servant left the grand hall, everyone wondering what wisdom he might bring. The king gazed after him, filled with hope that this simple man might succeed where the learned and wise had failed. And so, the search for true wisdom took an unexpected and mysterious turn, leaving the court in anticipation. Days later, the old servant returned, his hands weathered by years of service, holding a plain ring. There was no velvet box, no grand presentation, just a simple gesture and a humble offering. The ring was unadorned, humble, nothing like a king's treasure. Its surface was smooth, untouched by jewels or engravings, and it seemed almost ordinary at first glance. The king was puzzled. How could such simplicity hold the wisdom he sought? He turned the ring over in his hand, searching for hidden meaning, but found only its quiet, unassuming beauty. The old man smiled gently and handed over the ring, his eyes twinkling with a secret knowledge. "Wear it always," he said softly. "Inside is a secret message, meant only for you. Read it only in your darkest hour, or at your highest triumph. Let it guide you when you need it most." Intrigued and moved by the servant's words, the king promised to obey, sensing the gravity of the gift. He slipped the ring on, feeling a quiet sense of hope and reassurance settle over him, as if he now carried a piece of wisdom close to his heart. The servant asked for no reward. His gift was wisdom, not wealth. He bowed respectfully and faded into the background, content with his role. The king now carried a hidden key, a secret waiting for the right moment to reveal its power. Life in the kingdom continued as usual, but the ring's secret rested quietly against his skin, a constant reminder of the wisdom he had yet to discover. The king felt prepared for whatever storms or sunshine lay ahead, knowing he possessed something truly special. The simple ring became his silent advisor, a companion in both solitude and celebration, always there to remind him of the servant's mysterious wisdom. Soon, disaster struck. The kingdom was invaded. The king's army faltered. He was forced to flee, cornered at a cliff's edge. Despair overwhelmed him. This seemed the end. Remembering the ring, he read the hidden message inside. "This too shall pass." Instantly, calm replaced panic. The enemy's pursuit faded. The danger passed. The king realized the truth of those words. No moment, however dark, is forever. Renewed, he found a safe path, reunited with his loyal soldiers, and rallied them. With new resolve, they reclaimed their kingdom. The message didn't solve his problems, but it changed his perspective. Even in defeat, hope could return. The king learned that every storm eventually ends. He had discovered the power of perspective. The ring's wisdom had saved him. After victory, the kingdom rejoiced. The king, celebrated and adored, felt invincible. In his moment of greatest triumph, he remembered the ring. Quietly, he read the message again. "This too shall pass." The words humbled him, reminding him that joy, like sorrow, is fleeting. He savored the happiness, grateful but not prideful. The ring taught him to embrace both highs and lows with balance. From then on, the king found true peace. He led with wisdom, steady through every change. The simple ring became his most treasured possession. Life's ups and downs no longer ruled him. The secret was acceptance. Nothing lasts forever. True peace is found in remembering. This too shall pass.